foot. So I'm not outside anymore. I was outside.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is exactly what I've just done. What do you mean?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I've done this. Done this. Why am I doing it again?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh my lord. Why am I doing this again? Yeah, we know it's upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
7,
What could
8,
it mean?
5.
Stanley wondered aloud
Something
to
like that.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
No.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I've done this, man. You know what? I just thought about it. What if I commit to going a different way?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Fact, I'll meet my violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Shit, fuck that, I'm scared. This guy has a scary voice. But, I don't know.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I'm not sure what's happening now.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I've got to figure out what. This is exactly what happened last time.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
This is
accept
fucking
it.
weird, man.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
Silly
to the
Stan.
world?
Should've went to Specsavers.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Awaiting input. So last time I pressed off.
And when at
So
last
press
he
on.
found the source... Oh, Stanley, you
What?
didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Shit.
Is that what you wanted?
No.
Control?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
What?
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go,
What?
turn the controls off, and leave.
Off.
If you want to throw my story off
Okay, I'm
track,
sorry.
you're going to have to do much better than that.
Shit, I'm sorry.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
I'm sorry.
and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh, no.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little
Oh.
more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Ah,
Mere
I'm
moments
sorry.
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
was ex-
time to talk about you,
I was
about
experimenting.
me, where we're
Shit.
going,
Fuck this.
what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Fuck.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
nice.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
I'm
Watching
so
you try to
lost.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
No, I can
My
do it.
goodness,
I can do it.
only 34 seconds
I can do it, I
left.
can do it.
But I'm enjoying
Off, I
this
mean,
so
sorry.
much.
Off.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or
Off.
what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you
Exactly.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Nah.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
YOLO, man.
One solved?
I've got
Do you have
1
any
minute,
idea what
4
your
seconds
purpose in this
left.
place is?
This guy's mental. You
Stanley.
can just tell by the laugh.
You're in for
That's it,
quite a
he's mental.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
I know.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
Yay.
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to
Let me
control
go.
this world, that's fine.
I didn't know.
But
I
I'm
just
going to
wanted to.
destroy it first, so you
I'm
can't.
like, oh, I'm sorry.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh,
30
no.
seconds until a
Come
big
on.
boom and then nothing. No ending
we
here.
could-
Just you being blown to pieces.
Let's go to coffee
Will you
shop
cling
and talk about
desperately
this,
to
man.
your frail life? Or will you
Let's
let it
talk
go
about this.
peacefully? Another choice.
Come on, how's your wife and kids?
Make it count.
Come
Or
on.
don't. It's all the same to
guy.
me. All
Off,
a part
off,
of the
off,
joke.
spam.
And believe me,
Spam,
I
spam.
will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the
shit, I
moment
hope
we
you
fade in until the
sniff on
moment I say happily ever
asbestos.
after.
I hope you sniff on asbestos. That's what I said. What an insult. Oh my lord, so this game I've went 2 different ways. Now I'm back. I'll try.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Oh, it's a different sound now. That was a different noise. You didn't say that before. And now the doors aren't closing. You know what? I'm going to stop this one here. And looks like we can do different things now. So we'll do that in the next episode of... Shit. Fuck. I forgot the name. God damn it. Stanley. Something about Stanley. Alright. We'll do this again. Toodaloo.